Everybody, I am so excited. We have the Bittensor documentary that we've been working on for a month and a half now, longer, 2 months. Here, it's live. I'm going to share my screen. We're going to go right on to X and we're going to do a screening. This is going to be a short one, but we're just going to go right into a screening of the video. Let's go into it.
The Trump administration.
Let me make sure this is sharing. Great. Let's restart, guys. Sorry.
The Trump administration is allowing Anthropic to restore access to its Mythos 5 AI model for a select group of U.S. companies and federal agencies.
Every photo you take is scanned. Every message you send is read. And soon, every machine you talk to will know your name, your face, and where you are standing before you say a single word.
Now, this decision marks a major step in the government's growing oversight of the most advanced AI systems.
The most powerful thing our species has ever built, the intelligence that's about to run your bank, your hospital, your government, your kid's classroom, is being built right now in a handful of buildings by a handful of people. And you were never invited into the room. What if I told you there was another way in? Let me be straight with you. This isn't a prediction. This isn't 5 years out. This is already happening. The intelligence we're talking about is already taking jobs, real ones. People with skills, with families, with 20 years of experience are getting replaced by models that cost companies $40 a month. I know this because it happened to me. I lost my job to this. So when I tell you the door is closing, I'm not theorizing. I'm standing outside of it. Here's the thing nobody tells you. This isn't a story about a problem with a tidy solution at the end. It's bigger than that. And honestly, it's older than that. Every few generations, a frontier opens. Land, oil, the web. A wide open space where the rules haven't been written yet. And for a short window, anyone can stake a claim. And every time, the same thing happens. The window closes, a few people get there first, build the fences, and own it for everyone who comes after.
But the emotional significance is identical.
We are standing in the last hour of the last frontier, and the frontier is intelligence itself.
So I'm Vitalik.
For a quarter century, the decentralized world saw it coming. They tried. Filecoin, BitTorrent, Napster, 100 projects swearing they'd hand the future back to ordinary people. And mostly, they didn't work. The tech was early. The incentives were broken, and the fences went up anyway. Okay, so I found one that finally works. And I get it. You've heard it before. You've heard it a million times. Just stay with me anyway.
We talk all the time about businesses leaving San Francisco, but one of the world's leading AI companies is doubling down on the city.
I'm thrilled we get to do this in the United States of America. I think this will be the most important project of this era.
Picture the room where it's actually being built. It's not evil.
You know, I think the world should eliminate poverty if able to do so.
That's the part people get wrong. It's just small.
Companies like Microsoft, Meta, Google, Amazon, and xAI are all building AI data centers of their own.
A few hundred people in a few cities are deciding what a billion people are allowed to know, allowed to ask, allowed to become. They'll tell you it's for your safety.
And in a safe way, I think that's very possible to do.
They'll make you prove who you are to use it, and they'll keep the real thing, the model that actually matters, behind a closed door that you don't have the key to. And if that sounds paranoid, it already happened this month.
Anthropic initially said Mythos was too powerful to be released widely due to...
Anthropic put out its two most powerful models, Mythos and Fable, more capable than the public had ever had, and 3 days later, the government shut it down for everyone overnight.
Fable and Mythos, both gone. The US government, citing national security authorities, has issued an export control directive to suspend all access to Fable 5 and Mythos 5.
Not because they broke, because somebody decided you weren't cleared to have them. That's the tell. That's the moment the intelligence gets powerful enough to actually change your life. It stops being a tool you own and becomes a thing you need permission to touch.
And here's the quiet part. The machine isn't being pointed at the future, it's being pointed at you.
Your data trains it, your face unlocks it. Your kids will grow up thinking this is just how it is. That intelligence is something a few companies rent to you by month on their terms forever. That's the world on the current track. A handful of buildings, a handful of people, and a velvet rope you'll never be on the right side of. Unless... Unless the thing gets built somewhere nobody owns, out in the open, by thousands of people who'll never meet, each one rewarded in real money for making the intelligence a little better than the person next to them.
What's your advice to new subnet owners?
That's Bittensor, not a company, a market for intelligence, running on a chain that pays the best work and starves the rest. No gatekeeper, no velvet rope, no permission. And it's not a white paper promise, it's already alive. Real teams, real products, competing in public to build the best parts of an intelligence that belongs to everyone who shows up. And this place, it isn't finished. It's evolving in front of us. In the last 45 days alone, its builders have been debating in public, in the open, how to rewrite the way it pays its winners. But one thing already shipped, and it does something almost no system anywhere will let you do. It makes you put your money where your mouth is. On most of the internet, talk is free. You can hype anything, risk nothing, and walk away. Here, you can't. To back something, you lock real capital behind it, on chain, in the open, for anyone to see. That's the whole point. That's the meme. That's the name. I wanted to know more, so I grabbed coffee with Sebi Rubino. He runs multiple subnets, meaning when he talks about conviction, it's not a metaphor, it's his money.
Founder believes in something, the more you want to believe in them. So me, seeing conviction happen, I now have a way to voice the ability to say, yes, I'm staying. Like, this is a dream to me. I'm the guy.
You're sticking around.
I built myself in this ecosystem.
So do you have like Italian citizenship?
No, not yet.
You gonna get it?
Yeah.
I would too.
Yeah.
Grab me and say, come here, kid.
Nothing helps you blend in with Parisians like walking down the street talking to a camera at arm's length.
We are tourists.
We are.
Whoa! Bittensor does its thing. It's Yuma. It is law, but it needs to go big, and that's the message here. The message here that I exist in Bittensor to deliver. Go big. How are you gonna make the biggest bank in the world, zip code?
Yeah.
How are you gonna make everyone on the internet have agents and chats and files all in one place and this like this neural net for each person? Ditto. How are we gonna do any of this stuff? We have to go big. It doesn't like this whole incentive game. No one's thinking big enough. We've been thinking in terms, and I love that. We've been thinking in terms of.
Thank you, Sebi and Bittensor, for sponsoring this video.
Yeah. So we're out here in Paris. We're at the Louvre. So many people that we've met at the conference who come from all over the world. One of the things that stands out to me is conviction. People have this feeling of conviction about Bittensor. You know, the people that we are talking to, the people that we've met, the people that we've rubbed shoulders against. They have such high conviction in Bittensor, in this technology, and it's infectious.
If you want to know more about Bittensor, head over to the official Bittensor Discord.
What's going on, boss? So let me ask you the question this whole thing comes down to. When the intelligence that runs the next 100 years gets built, do you want to be the one renting it or the one who owns it? Because that's the offer on the table. Not someday, right now. In the last hour of the final frontier, you can claim a piece of it. And a piece of it means something specific. Not a paycheck, not a login, a stake. Here's what makes it different. Nobody owns the thing. You're not the product that trains it, and you're not the customer renting it back. You're a stakeholder. Some people build here, some people back the builders here. Everyone who puts something in holds a piece of what it becomes. Think of it as a factory that people actually own. You don't need permission, a badge, a resume to walk in. That's the part that should feel like a cape going on. You get to own a piece of the one you believed in. And prove you believed in it before the world caught on. That's the whole arc. That's the end goal. And the way in is putting something behind it. This is the place where intelligence belongs to those who back it. This is Bittensor. This is the one with no room you can't enter. This is Bittensor. This is where talk is cheap and conviction isn't. This is Bittensor. The machines, they're coming either way. The only question is who they belong to. I lost my last job to the old way. I'm planting my next one here. Come claim your piece.
If you want to get your first Tau, head over to Tau.com, and to learn more, head over to the Bittensor Discord.
Whoa. Whoa. That was crazy. That was like, Ken is an animal. He is just a different type of creator. And I'm grateful that he is in our sphere and ecosystem. Everyone gets to work with Raleigh at Raleigh_CA. Phenomenal creator. One, Proof of Talk is an amazing venue. That was cool to have that opportunity to be there and document it. Bittensor itself is immensely special, and I think a lot of people they miss that. They miss the part where Bittensor truly is unique because they're so accustomed to being in the ecosystem every day. That being said, I literally did not get a minute of sleep last night, so I just came on here to do this screening. I wanted to show it to everybody on the stream in a different way. What I will say is that the goal of the documentary is a tool for you to share with, like, for example, I sent this to my girlfriend's mom, you know? So anyone should be. I went to my best friend's family's house and for dinner and made everybody watch it the other night while it was still in, being edited. But I want them to understand this mission that I'm on. It's really important to me. I spend all of my attention on it, even when I'm with family or with friends. My mind is completely consumed by this endeavor. There's hiccups, there's highlights, but at the core is conviction, and we will continue to operate at what we know to be the highest level we can. There's a lot of stuff going on right now in the Bittensor ecosystem. Ditto just went live in terms of its incentive mechanism. Tomorrow, we publish the docs and the documentation, right? So basically, README and docs in GitHub, as well as a documentation page for zip code finance coming to life. And yeah, the rest of the month is basically getting Ditto V2 out the door, which is the complete rework of the form factor, making everything constant with a sidebar, a chat, a prompt bar, and a display section so you can see your friends, see your chats, go to another website, run an automation, catch up with everything, whatever it may be. We're going to give you a home for that in Ditto for you to own your intelligence, which plays exactly into this. So Ken is not going to just be doing this one video. We have many videos to come. So yeah, I'm pumped. Cheers, everybody.